Oh, good afternoon, everybody. I made a mistake yesterday. I filmed my new gear. Small things that I'll be taking on my next camp out, which is going to be the 16th of April with the Boy Scouts out at Blue Marsh. But it's going to be an overnighter. But I was showing some of the gear that I purchased to take this year. And the mistake I made was giving the name and the price and where I got it. So I guess it sounded to YouTube like I was selling for these people. I really wasn't. What I'm doing is trying to show you the gear, how it's going to be used, and for what. So let's get this out of the way a little bit. Now you can see me. Let me go through it again and show you what I'm taking, what it does, and how it works. I think that will pass YouTube's strict laws. Okay, let's start with the bugs out there. I purchased something that I hope will help alleviate what happened last year and the year before. Now, everybody knows we had such a problem with the black flies, not only here in the Northeast, but all up and down the East Coast, all over the United States. The black flies last year were really, really gross. Anyways, I bought this piece of equipment that's a little fan, but it's not a regular fan. This fan blows the air out of the top. Now, if you can see the fan blades inside, you'll see them spinning. But what it's actually doing is sucking the air in here, blowing it out up here. So you wear this on your chest with the attached cord. And of course you adjust it. But you wear this and it blows the air up across the face and it hits the brim of the hat. Now I always wear a baseball cap, so it helps me even more because the air hitting here then spreads out. You can actually feel the air here, which is where some of the black flies and bugs or mosquitoes usually fly in at your face. Now, 2 years ago, I did have a bad problem with horseflies hitting me in the back of the head. Well, what I do is I take my large man's hanky and I hang it off the back of the hat so it acts like a cover across my shoulders, preventing the horseflies or black flies from hitting me back there. This, I'm hoping, will keep them from landing on my face, in my mouth, up my nose, in my eyes. We're going to try it this year. Of course, it's going to lay across my chest. It's going to be the last thing I put on after I put my rucksack on. But you buy them on Amazon. I'm not going to tell you how much. I'm not going to tell you what they're called. But you'll see what it is. You can look it up there. I'm very, very happy with it. I'm going to be trying it this year. Runs on 2 little AA batteries. And I don't know how long it's going to last, but I'm going to be trying it this year. That's my first piece of new equipment. Second piece of new equipment, and the reason I'm taking this along is, number one, it has an alarm clock in it. And even though I don't need an alarm clock, I'm up every morning at 6:30 anyways. I wanted to take a small radio with me. Now, there's no speakers on this. I bought this at a local store, and I'm not going to mention the name because I believe that's one of the reasons they would not allow me to put my film on yesterday. But it has no speakers on this part of the radio. As you can see, it has earbuds. Well, I'm not a fan in... Let me get this thing going here, so there we go. All right, what I did was turn it on to one of our local stations. Now, this thing is strong enough that I'm going to put the earbuds up by the microphone so you can hear how loud these things are. Now, this volume goes up to it says 32. What that means is just a number. But the earbuds laying next to you in bed, you're going to be able to hear this inside your tent. If the spring peepers are that loud, you can put the earbuds in. I won't wear this while walking. I like knowing what's in front and back of me. I like knowing the sounds of the birds, the animals, and I don't want to get this thing wrapped around my neck. So I'll be taking this, having it in the tent at night, and playing it while I'm laying there. Now again, I don't know how long the batteries last, but this thing runs on 2 AA batteries. Now, yeah, a lot of people out there saying, yeah, but you got to have batteries with you. Well, I'm not talking a whole week's worth of radio. I'm talking overnight or maybe 2 nights in a row. If it doesn't last that long, I'll look for another one. Item number 3. Everybody needs flashlights at night. What I did was went to one of our, quote, local stores again and purchased what I thought would be a pretty handy little item. Now, a lot of people see these different ways, but what I bought was a little nightlight. Now, this is a area light. It's not a spotlight. This doesn't shine in one spot. This area lights an area in front of you. So when getting to your campsite and it's getting dusk already or it is dark, you put this on, you can see a nice little area to set your tent up. So no matter which way you turn, you're going to be able to see it. I always wear a hat. I always wear a hat with a brim, so this and this will work for me pretty good because of the berm of the hat. I don't like the Australian hat with a large berm all the way around. But with this light here, I'm going to accompany it with another light that I saw in a shop yesterday. I picked it up pretty cheap, but I'm very happy with this one in that it has, first of all, 3 little LEDs in the bottom that act like a spotlight. And, here we go, an area light that lights up a good area in front of you, maybe around the campfire so you don't trip and fall, maybe around the rocks if you don't have a fire going. But not only does it have the one setting, real bright, but it's got a second setting, which is on the dim side. 3 clicks, it's off. Now, the type of batteries in this thing runs on 3 little AAs again. I like this for another reason, in that it has a stand on it. This little stand will allow me to set it up on an angle or hang it from a tree. So if I'm near a table or if I have a board set up, I can use that. Now, the difference between this and what I was using. This is what I was using. Now, this one has the small spotlight in the bottom. This one also has the LED light. There's about, let's see, 4 across and 7 down. There's about 28 little lights in there. So you can imagine how fast the battery is going to go down by using that. Now, this light does not have a dim. It only has one setting. So you can imagine, and you can see the difference in the brightness of this one on high, medium, which is actually closer to both lights. And you can see the difference in the brightness. So this new light's going to be going with me. The only good thing about this one is when you set it up, it has a rotating head on it so that you can set it on a table, you can set it flat, and you still have an area light. The other one doesn't do that. But with the brightness of that one and the capability of hanging this or standing this up with the little lever, with the little handle, I'm very happy with what I found here. The last item I want to bring to everybody's attention, and especially if you do filming for YouTube, you use these little camcorders, you use the new Hero that's out, is I no longer use DEET. I found, and I've seen quite a few YouTubes out there that tell you that DEET will melt plastic. So you get it on your hands, and of course, what you have to do is spray your hand to get it around your eyes and around your face. You don't spray it directly on. You spray your hand and wipe it on. You're going to have that chemical on your hand. Then you touch your camera to turn it on. Next thing you know, the button won't work. I went and got this. I'm very happy with it. Eucalyptus is also a cooling type oil that you put on, and as it evaporates and the chemical in it makes your skin feel cool. So put this around the back of your neck. It's going to cool you down. I had to cover up the name because I don't know what YouTube is going to say about advertising for certain people. But I found this at one of the local stores. It's on the cheap side. Lasts for a long time. It lasts for hours. This I used last year. I'm very, very happy with it. There's one more item I like to use. I'm not going to show it, but it's a spray that you put on your clothing. And both Luke and Really Big Monkey, I think, talked about it. I'm not sure if Ulrika has or not, but it's permethrin. It's a chemical that you spray on your clothes. It not only repels ticks, chiggers, mosquitoes, gnats, but it kills them at the same time. If they get on your clothing and they start walking up your legs, this chemical that's on your clothing will kill them. You get a bottle that you can spray 2 complete outfits with. That's pants, shirt, socks. You spray the whole thing. You let it soak in. They're good for 42 days, they say. It'll last. Or 6 washings. So you can put it through the wash machine and it's still good to go. I used it last year. I didn't have one tick. I didn't get one mosquito bite. And it's very, very comfortable. It doesn't irritate the skin. It's called permethrin. There are a few other chemicals out there that do just about the same. But this really did me a good job. Again, it's by the same people that make this. And I was very happy with it. I did run out because I sprayed a couple times. But I went and got another bottle. I'm very happy with it. I will continue to use it. So those of you that don't want to get bitten, don't want to get a tick on them, try this stuff. It works pretty good. If you have to, just spray your legs, maybe your sneakers and your socks. It will prevent the ticks from really getting to you. Okay, my first trip coming up, I should say my first camp spot coming up, will be April 16th. That's next Saturday at Blue Marsh. The Boy Scout Cub Packs are going to be out there. They're going to be allowed to stay overnight. And this is different because there's no camping allowed at Blue Marsh, but they open it up to the Boy Scouts. So see you out there if you want to come out and visit. I'll be there set up. I'll be in my U.S. Army Corps of Engineers outfit and probably be the point of contact for them. So stay strong, patient, and trust your journey. I know I always do. Thank you.